I'm not too worried about him taking me down anytime soon. Right now I'm just focusing on creeps. He does get me a little low here though, so I'm just standing back, not playing too aggressively, just pretty passive. Charges at me. Just get a siphoning on him. Let's see, what is he doing? A chain vest, 2 Doran's blades. Looks like he's going for an Atmos. Either that or maybe a Guardian Angel or a Thornmail. Nothing out of the ordinary for tank DPS Garen. Well, yeah, let's see how many creep kills I have. 63, not bad. Higher than anyone on the team, an enemy team, which is nice. Let's see, what are my stats at right now? 17% lifesteal, 35 HP 5, 25 or 20 MP 5, and what's my crit chance at? 14%. That's from my just my marks, which is really helpful because as you can see, I've been critting quite a lot, or at least I think a little bit more than 14%. But I crit twice in a row there. But yeah, Nasus is probably my favorite melee DPS champion. Same with Sion, just because I like people that build up as the game progresses. Not just from items, but from just an ability. Right now I'm running from Nocturne and Garen, but I decided to just let Caitlyn go. But yeah, sadly the servers are down right now, so all I got are replays. And I was gonna show my LeBlanc gameplay today, but I think I went like 17-0 as LeBlanc, but I didn't have the recorder on, and I wasn't recording in game, so it was really depressing. I was like, finally I get a perfect game, and I just didn't remember to turn LOL recorder on. But today I hope to get up a couple more champion guides. I think I'm planning on putting up one for Soraka and another one for I think either Vayne or Veigar. Not sure what I have recorded right now. I've just been playing a lot of games recently and just normal, so I've been getting a lot of good games. Let's see what's going on at bottom. Looks like all 4 of my teammates are pushing bottom. But then I noticed that everyone's pushing mid, so I think I go down to head out. Yeah, they take our tower. Someone could go down. Or not. I decide creeps are more important. Which they are, really. If they're not pushing your tower, like if they're pushing your second tower, I'd probably go back. But usually I generally just let them take the first tower if I can get a bunch of creep kills. Oh, nice job by Caitlyn there. And Veigar's trying to get Garen down. Let's see what's Veigar building. Archangel staff, boots. Caitlyn going for very, very early Madrids, which I probably wouldn't recommend. But I like to go more of a Bloodthirster first build, but it's all preference. And then I come in to try and get Garen here, but I'm right now, so that was a debatable kill. I probably could have ghosted and maybe caught him, but I had a feeling there was a trap somewhere, so I didn't want to take a chance. Because I'm 1-4 right now, so I'm not doing all that great. But what's really keeping me in the game is my CS score, which right now is 84, which is pretty much higher than everyone else. Renekton and the enemy Caitlyn are the only ones that are even close to me, so Veigar gets caught here. I'm trying to save him. I wither for him, but I couldn't help him any more than I have to go back because I'm I pop Ghost right there. Just dancing back and forth with Renekton and Caitlyn. Caitlyn's trying to drag Renekton into her traps here. Nocturnal. But sadly, Renekton picks up the Caitlyn kill. Here comes Skarner. A lot of people seem to have a lot of hate for Skarner too, I've noticed. I don't know why. he seems like he's a pretty viable champion, I think. He is low on the damage, but he's kind of like Riven, where they don't have a tremendous amount of burst damage, but they can spam their abilities a lot. Skarner much more than Riven, but still. Skarner's just like really, really consistent damage, and he's got a decent amount of health and mana with a Mana Moon. Looks like he's going for a mana heavy build and just relying on Mana Moon to give him the damage he needs. Oh, nice hit, Riven. Saving Vigor. And Garen goes in. I decided to slow him, I think. Yeah. Fiddle ults for some reason. Now I'm trying to get out of there. Hiding in the bush. I decided to go back because I got teleport up. Let's see, what do they got? Items. Zeal, pickaxe. That's where I go for Fiddle, but there's 4 of them there. I decided to back off. Skarner lol. I don't know if he was really mad at me there, but I'd probably be mad at Nasus too if I was Skarner, because I kind of like let him on there, but I didn't think he was actually going to go in. But yeah, in this situation you really want to go back, because Nasus without mana is just a useless character. I decided to stay around a little bit though. But let's see. Do I wither Oh yeah, wither Garen to save Vigor. So I'm gonna go back here. And as of right now, it's almost tied up. They've caught up pretty well. It's not looking too good for our team, but Caitlyn's pushing top, which is nice. And here I go to teleport in on the destroyed tower, and I practically just destroy Nocturne. He's just got nothing. And he's pretty much the weak link on their team. He hasn't really done much. He doesn't have amazing creep farm. And he was generally not the brightest character on their team, I guess I would say. He likes to go in a lot on his own. But yeah, I got my Trinity Force finally, so this is where Nasus' game really is supposed to pick up. Because once you get Trinity Force, your siphonings are going to be hitting way harder. You have more movement speed. With Swifness gives me 455, which is pretty high as of right now. And let me just lock my camera on my character. Then I go to take their lizard because I see my lizard's going low. Caitlyn's running. I think she's alright, so I just let her be. I believe Garen's come up here soon, so I'm trying to grab lizard as much as, or fast as possible. They tell me to retreat back. I go land some siphonings, but Skarner gets like triple ulted there, so I have to sadly leave him again. I go to siphon. Still got Ghost up, so I'm moving relatively fast, but we see Fiddle over there in the bush, so we think he's probably going to ult. So we all back up. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything other to discuss about Nasus. Yeah, let's see, what are they doing right now? Vigor, nothing important. Trying to get the kill on Renekton, but Vigors just seem to like to waste their ult on non-AP champions, which seems very ineffective. And that time I try to save Vigor, but this is where I get a big kill streak here. I go in, kill him, chasing down Caitlyn, get a good wither off, get a good siphoning, go to kill Renekton, get the wither off, and then pick up with an auto attack kill. Which turns out to be very, very nice. And I pick up my Cloak of Agility for my Infinity Edge. And then I go to tank the tower here for a little bit. Oh, that's another thing to mention. Siphoning Strike does work on buildings. So if there's no heroes around, definitely spam it on the buildings, because it just increases your damage by a lot. Here comes Nocturne. I think he jumps, yeah, he jumps right in, man. He's quite the player, I'd have to say. Caitlyn picks up the kill with her ult. I go to just kill Fiddle right here, and I get a good crit. Then I auto attack him. Then I go to get out because I see Caitlyn and Renekton coming in. Caitlyn needs to hit for me. And I get out again, luckily. So as you can see, now I'm not 1-4, I'm 5-4, so my score is slowly getting better. And as I said before, Nasus, once he reaches around the 25 to 30 minute mark, if you have a good amount of creep kills, you'll start to show more and more usefulness in the team fight. Generally speaking, DPS Nasus is slower off than tanky Nasus, just because as DPS you really have to get a lot of siphoning strikes to make yourself more useful in team fights, because you're a lot more vulnerable, and Nasus is not as bulky as most of the other tanks. As you can see, I have 60, 64, 66 armor and magic resist, so with 1900 health, so I'm not a tanky character really. But if I would have picked up, like, let's just say a Warmogs and a Guardian Angel, I would have been much more tankier, but I would be doing nowhere near as much damage as I am right now. But that's another thing about Nasus. You can play him any way you want. You could do, I've seen people do AP Nasus, where they just focus on his AoE damage from his sand and his spirit fire. You can do pure AD Nasus with 5 Bloodthirsters and boots. You can do tank. Pretty much anything works with him, as long as you get siphoning strike kills. Same goes with Sion. Sion is probably my second favorite just because of that, where he gets his extra health per kill. This is where I get a big crit on. I get an 858 siphoning on Fiddle, and then I go and hit in, run out, and I see Renekton low, so I go and hit him, get 2 crits on him, or 3. And I go in, try to go look for Caitlyn. She backs off though. But yeah, you really can build Nasus anyway and be pretty well off. Skarner loves his ult. And Riven comes in, and I eat the hit. I'm trying to slow Caitlyn here to dive her on the tower, but... and they surrender. Another short, relatively short game. But yeah, I have a couple more replays, so I plan on showing a couple more games, at least till the new, not the new, when matchmaking comes back up. So yeah, if you guys want me to, what I'm going to be starting doing is doing replays from other people. So if you want to send me a replay, send it to hippopotamus438@yahoo.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe for my channel. I'm trying to grow it a little bit. So far I have around 200 views, which I'm really excited about for 4 days. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope LOL comes up so we can all be playing together again. And yeah, Hippopotamus signing out.